Welcome to Hyperspace Prospector. I'm going to be speculating on Jude Law's character, Jod Na Nawood. From the trailer, it kind of looks like he is some sort of Force user.
You're a Jedi.
But is he? And if so, what kind? I'm going to talk through the possibilities that I've thought of or that I saw online, and feel free to put your own in the comments. The first one is obvious. He is a Jedi. Probably a disillusioned one. I'm thinking Cal Kestis, Kanan, something like that. This would be a really classic story, probably quite heartwarming because the kids will remind him of what it's like to be a Jedi, and it would be really sweet. But it's not my first choice. A really fun idea that I think a lot of people are on board with, although again, not the one I would personally choose, is a character kind of like Haja in Kenobi.
I am Haja Estri, Jedi. I help all who are in need. In return, I ask only a few credits. The shadows are my realm, for the light is an unforgiving place for my kind.
Of course.
No Force abilities, it's all just magnets and mirrors and cleverness. This would be a very intriguing story because, of course, at first, he's just pretending to be a Jedi and he's just out for the money or whatever. But these kids come along, they idolize the Jedi, they look up to him, and he finds the true hero within. And then, of course, all must reveal itself. The children are crushed. Maybe even one at a time, like one of them figures it out. Do they tell the others? The drama. That would be a great story. Or perhaps he's a Force user from one of the other groups / cults / whatever you want to call them. For example, he could be a Guardian of the Whills. That would be interesting. We have not had a whole lot of Guardian of the Whills characters in live action. We could use more. After the destruction of all the Kyber temples, for the most part, by the Empire while they were trying to harvest for the Death Star, he could be really annoyed and just like done with everything. And then he meets these kids and they remind him of why he became a Guardian. But my personal favorite, the one I hope happens, is for those of us who are High Republic fans, the Force-sensitive pirates. We've run into these characters occasionally. I mean, the first that comes to mind, of course, is Maz and her castle. And I would love it if Jod was one of these characters. Not a disillusioned Jedi, not a grifter, not a member of one of the sacred orders or sorcerers or witchy type things, but no, a pirate. Most of this group that we have met so far has a code. Think of Captain Malcolm Reynolds from Firefly in the train job specifically. So you get scenes like this.
It doesn't matter where you go, or how far you fly. I will hunt you down, and the last thing you see will be my blade. Dark.
They are terrifying. You do not want to cross a Force-sensitive pirate. But at the same time, you also get scenes of incredible moral virtue where they will risk everything to do the right thing. And you get scenes like this.
But a man learns all the details of a situation like ours. Well, then he has a choice.
I don't believe he does.
They were sick, they needed the meds, and when confronted with, well, I guess you had a choice of what to do, Mal responds with his famous, no. Exactly the type of character I want. I want Force-sensitive Captain Reynolds vibe. Whatever direction they go with that character, I think he's going to be really fascinating and complex. And while primarily, I'm guessing this is going to be a really action-adventure type show, we're going to get backstory on his character, and it's going to be good. always come home.